Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Every profession has its own hazards. My profession has also some hazards. The hazards are to try to bring two persons of opposite nature together and make them stay together. These two persons are called as husband and wife. Like in electricity, there are two wires, cathode and anode. Both are necessary for the light. In the same manner, for the life, both are necessary. Husband is also necessary, wife is also necessary. So they are necessary and yet problematic. There was one such time when I happened to go to somebody's house for dinner. And when I went there, the husband was complaining about his phone. And just to himself, solo kind of thing. Oh God, these people take money, but see, the new iPhone, it is hanged up. It's not functional. I don't know what to do. These people take money. So when he was complaining, it was an opportunity for the wife to condemn the husband. You know nothing. You are always like that. Give that phone to Swami, he knows how to repair. Look here. I have nothing to do with the phone. But the wife said, give it to Swami, he knows how to handle because he knows everything. So the husband came to me, Swamiji, now repair my phone. It is hung up. I said, okay, do what I say. Switch on? Yes. Go to settings. He went to settings. After he has gone to settings, I said, click. Then a scroll, he started scrolling. Now there is an option, restore factory settings. I said click. He clicked that. No, there is another option. All your data will be erased. Yes, no. Say yes. He did yes. And all his data was clean. Then I told him, now restart. Then he restarted. And then the phone became perfectly alright. No problem. So he asked me, Swamiji, what you have done? I said, look here, my friend, because we get free downloads, many applications, free. You just go and download. And we keep on downloading so many applications on our mobile phone, which the mobile phone cannot handle. And then the phone hangs. Exactly the same way, we keep on collecting so much of garbage in our head which we cannot handle. So what should be done? Go back to factory settings. Our factory settings are as we are born. When we are born, we are out of the factory. That time the child is innocent, pure, simple. No differences. No mine, not yours. No friend, no enemies. No rich, no poor. No man, no girl. Only joy. This is all what we have to learn. Spiritual life is not doing something. It is undoing all what we have been doing. It is not becoming somebody, but it is remaining as nobody. See, this is how the ego is. Ego is nothing but a mule carrying the burden of total past in the form of relations and possessions. You drop the relations, you are nobody. You drop the possessions, you have nothing. This experience we all have when we are in deep sleep. In deep sleep, we are neither man nor woman, neither rich nor poor, neither educated nor uneducated. That time we are nobody and we have nothing. When we are nobody and we have nothing as in deep sleep, what is our experience that time? We are happy. And when we are happy, what we do? We make noise. That is how when a happy person sleeps, he snores loudly. It is called as sound sleep. A sleep that produces sound. Sound sleep. See friends, try to snore when you are awake. Try. You cannot snore when you are awake. Because what others will say is snoring. Because I is there. But in the deep sleep, who cares? We are nobody, we have nothing. So all the spiritual practice is this. Go back to your factory settings. And what is factory setting? All the unwanted data that you have collected will be deleted. See? Delete. The real joy is not filling. The real joy is empty. People ask us any question. In somebody's house I went and as usual, Swami, would you like to go to washroom? I said, okay, we will wash. And when I came out, Swami, I want a suggestion from you. What is it? When you are sitting there, the door is closed, I want to put some poster there on the door which will educate us. What poster do you suggest there? Can you imagine? I can never think about this. What should be written on the poster when you are sitting there on the commode so that you can read and contemplate? Any question comes to us. So I said, write down. When you empty your stomach, you feel good. When you empty your mind, you feel relaxed. When you drop your ego once for all, you are happiest. Write it down. See, friends. Therefore, our attention has to be all the time on the mind. Because it is with the mind alone we are collecting all the experiences of life. That which doesn't enter in our mind does not exist for us. Get this point across. This is the basis of all life. That which doesn't enter our mind doesn't exist for us. One or two examples. Once I was having my lecture somewhere, big audience in India. And when my lecture was going on, one sweet girl like this one, small, maybe about 8-9 years old, she came right on the stage and I was giving my talk. She came very close to me and I don't get disturbed. This is my rule. Like the watch is scratch proof, magnetism proof, waterproof. In the same manner, I am disturbance proof. So she came and she said, Swami, I said, yes, there is a spider on your ear. I said, okay, take a tissue paper and slowly remove the spider and spare my beard. Don't pull it. It is not the wig of the Santa Claus. It is original. Don't pull it out. So she took out and threw it. Now the question is, the spider was here, but it has not entered my mind. I didn't know that. Did it create any problem for me? No. So anything which enters our mind, that alone exists for us. Number one. Number two example. Once there was something wrong with my toe and my doctor didn't wanted to operate it. He said it is not a big operation. So I don't have to give general anesthesia. Only local anesthesia I will do. I said, okay, I am also local, you are also local, give local anesthesia. So he gave a local anesthesia. The doctor put big needles, and after about 10 minutes he said, are you feeling anything? I said, what, where? That means you are not feeling any touch there. And then he took the scalpel and I could see with my eyes, put the scalpel right into the toe and like this he removed. He said, see, this was the big thing. Had it not been removed now, it would have grown into big tumor. It was benign. So when that scalpel has gone in my toe, but my mind was withdrawn from that toe chemically, therefore pain was not experienced by me. Second example. So our experiences, good or bad, joy or sorrow, they happen only in the mind. See? Like you are all sitting and I am talking, your ears are open, therefore you have no choice but to listen. But you have a choice. Your mind can go for a walk. I keep on talking and you don't understand anything. And when there is a joke, everybody laughs because your mind is not, you don't know. Then you are laughing. And then the friend takes his joke. And then, ha ha ha, the delayed laughter comes. See? So, every experience happens only in the mind. See, friends. Like, I am looking at you through the glasses. So, excuse me, I am going out for some time, but my glasses are there. They are watching you. Don't do anything nonsense. Behind the glasses, there are eyes. Behind the eyes, there is a mind. If the mind is not there, we go across a person, he says hi, but our mind is somewhere else. We don't respond. Next time he says, hey, you have become very snobbish. The other day I said to you, hello, you didn't say, no man, I really don't mean, I have not seen you. Why? Eyes were open, but the mind was not behind the eyes. See, one day, our loss and gain. Loss and gain is only when that happens in mind, otherwise no loss and gain. Take an example. One of my friend, his maidservant, the clothes were given for washing. So as a routine practice, she took the clothes and checked the pockets before they are put into the bucket for washing. So when she checked, in one pocket there was one lottery ticket. She saw that, instead of throwing it away, she tucked it in her cloth. Washed the clothes, went home, forgot about it. But when she was changing, that paper fell down. Oh, what is that? Oh, it's a lottery ticket. Anyway, let me see if it is there or not. Try. And she saw, she won 100,000 rupees prize. Now the prize was already there. The man did not know There was no gain. See, loss and gain happens only if it is included in the mind. If all these examples are clear, therefore, life is as is the quality of our mind. Conclusion. If mind is depressed, life is depressed. If mind is confused, life is confused. If mind is angry, life is angry. Therefore, what should be our attempt when we live in this world? Only one attempt. Take care of your mind. If we can mind our mind, we have learned everything in life. See? But what happens? About everything we take care. Now in this hall it's so beautifully done. The color of the walls is so soothing to the eyes. The flooring is clean and neat and spotless. The furniture is the same color. Everything is so beautifully done. There is some aesthetic beauty in this. This we understand. Clothes, we should have proper clothing. That we understand. Figure, we should have proper figure. That we understand. And we put efforts. What efforts we have put till date to take care of our own mind. Ask yourself sincerely. What efforts we have taken care to take care of our own mind? Nothing. And it is the mind by which alone we are coming in contact with the world. See? Once there was one international conference in India, and I was one of the participants. There was one lady from USA. She heard my talks and she said, Swamiji, I want to discuss with you. I said, I am sorry, I am just leaving now. I have no other option. Okay, I will call you when I go to US. I said, you call me. She said, I had to write some book. I said, right, don't worry. So after a few days, she called me at night 2 o'clock. Because that time in America is day, India is night. She called. She said, what are you doing? I said, I am playing cricket. At 2 o'clock. I said, no, I want to talk to you. I said, this is not the time to talk. I am sleeping nicely. You have disturbed my sleep. So therefore I will not talk. When should I call? I said, when in India it is day and you are night. Then you call. So she called. Next time. See, I am writing a book on psychiatrist treatment. So kindly tell me in short, what is the understanding about mind in your approach? I said, I'll reply in one sentence. I will not repeat. You can record it or do whatever you like. You people talk about the unhealthy mind and what are the diseases and shortcomings of the mind. We talk about the possible potentialities of a healthy mind. This is difference. See? When somebody is depressed, dejected, he goes to a psychiatrist. And who is a psychiatrist? One of my friends' daughter, she did her graduation in medicine. She has to go for post-graduation. So they came, Swamiji, you know my daughter has done graduation in medicine. No, she wants to do post-graduation, but she is confused about what she should do post-graduation. I said, look here, first of all, never do post-graduation in gynecology. Because these fellows come at such an odd time and you have no choice. Is it the right time to be born at 2 o'clock? And the poor gynecologist suffers unnecessarily. I said, never do gynecology. Okay. Then try one of the two, or one of the following branches. One is dermatology. Dermatology is a branch of medicine where there is never any emergency. Therefore, your insurance is minimum. Third, dermatology patients are plenty available. They never get cured. But you keep on getting your fees regularly. Try this. Second branch is psychiatrist. See, there are three people: psychologist, psychotherapist and psychiatrist. Psychologist builds castle in the air. Psychotherapist goes and stays there. Psychiatrist goes and collects the rent. And these patients, they never get cured. See? But you keep on getting your money. See, friends, all problems are in our mind. So now let us work on the mind. Be attentive. The word I use, let us work on the mind. Normally we work by the mind. Working by the mind, we know. Do your job sincerely. Don't get angry. Working by the mind. But unless you become angry, things can't happen, These people don't understand the language of love. They require scolding, then only they do. So we are constantly working by the mind. Instead of that, let us start working on the mind. So, mind can be compared in this example, and after that comparison, we'll understand what is the quality of our mind and how the mind can be taken care of. Imagine there is a bucket. In that bucket there is waters, and it is kept outside, so the sun has directly fallen in the bucket, and there is the reflection of the sun in that waters. Now imagine, in that waters some mud is added and the water has become muddy. So the reflection will not be perfect. It will be very, very dim. Now next condition. If that muddied water is agitated by some stick, just make it, then the reflection will be not perfect and also broken reflection. The third condition. If we remove all the mud, let it settle down, move a stick of alum, all the mud will settle down. Let it remain undisturbed. Now the waters are absolutely immaculate, pure and undisturbed. In that clean, undisturbed water, what will be the reflection of the sun? As the sun is it not? Now, in the bucket of our body is the waters of our mind, and in that waters of our mind is the reflection of the divine principle. And that reflection is called as life. See. Now, divine principle is conscious, blissful existence. No fear of death, no burden of joy and sorrows, no feeling of deception or deceiving. Three things. Divinity means what? We simply say, oh God. What is God? God is love. What is love? Love is God. What is God? God is love. Keep on playing with that. What do we understand by God? So these three expressions put together, is the divine principle. We live, we let others live. We don't cheat others, we don't get cheated. We are happy, we don't make anybody miserable. When these three things happen naturally in our life, understand, God principle is expressing through us. And the expression of the God principle is how the divine principle is reflected in the waters of the mind, which is kept in the bucket of the body. Now be attentive. If our mind is muddied, meaning if our mind is carrying tremendous impurities of worldly possessions all the time, I want this, I want this, I want that, I want that. See? The other day I was in Australia, to one of my friend's house, he took me. He has constructed a new big house. Swami, please come and bless my house. So I went. Then he showed every room and all that. He took me to his daughter's room. She was also there. So I said, hey, your room is very good. So he said, Swamiji, the real thing you have not seen. She will become angry, but still I will show you. The walk-in wardrobe of that room, he showed me. In that walk-in wardrobe, there were at least 70 to 80 pairs of shoes. I said, my dear girl, God has given you 2 legs and you have got 70 to 80 pairs of shoes. Had He given you 4 legs, what you would have done? See? Every time a new design comes, we want to buy the shoes. How many things we collect in our life? Are they all necessary? See, friends, free download. That's all. And as a result, we develop a habit of accumulating things. See, friends, this principle I learned. I was staying in some small house in Bombay, and my possession is basically books. One bag of clothes, my laptop, my camera, some hard disk, that's all, which comes in one bag. Rest of the things are only books. No kitchen, no nothing. So, when my friend has asked me, Swami, we have got a new flat for you, he shipped there. I said, then you ship the books. I am not going to touch them. He packed them. About 20-25 cartons of books. And he shifted there. Next time when I went, one full room was packed with those cartons of books. And I hardly get any time to do anything what I want to do. Continuously busy, one or the other program. So I looked at it. Oh God, when will I open them, classify them, put them properly? Every time I go, the same thought comes. But I had no courage to open the whole thing and again start work. Oh, it will take too much of time. Slowly it remained pending. Now that thought, I have to reset all the books of my library, kept on hunting me wherever I have gone. And after 2-3 years, that burden was on my mind. One day it clicked. I said, hey, why not I donate all the books to a library? So I wrote an email to my friend in the library. I said, hey, there are more than a few thousand books, very best collection of various authors. I want to donate it to your library, but the question is, you will have to go and collect from my house. He was very happy. He came, collected, took them. And when he wrote me an email, Swamiji, I have collected all your books. We have prepared a list, catalog. When you come, kindly sign it, so for our records it is there. When I received that email, I felt, Now where was the burden? Burden was in the room or it was on my mind. Possession burden is never in your room. Outside possessions create inside burden. And this habit of collecting the things in the outer world, it goes inside. Then inside we start collecting memories. See? Now, many times, I am not able to go to somebody's house for some marriage and all that. So when I go, then they will bring out a huge album. Swamiji, you did not come for the marriage, never mind, but we have got an album, we want to explain you. Now what is there to explain in the marriage? All fools have come together to regret later. No, I want to show you the album. Like, they have got Al-Qaeda, like album. See, friends, how many memories we collect in our mind. Be attentive. Memories take us in the past. See? And the burden of the memories that we carry, that is called as ego. Longer the past, more the ego. More the ego, stronger the ego. Stronger the ego, more miserable one is. See, once I was having a management conference somewhere and we were playing one game. And the conference was a little unusual time. I told them, all the necktie brand people, I said, you come with your necktie, but bring your family also. After our management lectures are over, we'll have fun session in the evening. We'll have songs, dance, something like that. So, in one session I said, today we'll play a game. And the game is to learn something. And the game was, I will call somebody and then see how it happens. Everybody was ready. And in the audience there were people as small as 5 years of age up to 85 not out. Wide, range of age group. So I had called one child, 5 years. He said, hey, you come. Stand here. I said, now talk about yourself or whatever you like for 5 minutes. He said, I have nothing to talk. I said, anything you talk will not object. Then he started, I like chocolates. First sentence about himself. Again big vacuum. What to talk, what to know. I don't like to go to school. Again quiet. He said, it's over. I said, no, you have to talk 5 minutes. Still there are 3 minutes. You have to talk or stand here. He said, no, I want to go. I said, you cannot go. We are playing a game. He said, if you don't allow me to go, I will do susu here, urination here. Then to go. His lecture was over. Then I called 178 not out. And when 78 not out came, I said, my dear friend, now you speak 5 minutes about yourself. And he started. 5 minutes over. I said, hey, stop, 5 minutes over. No, I have just begun. I will talk a lot of things. I said, no, you can't talk. Time is over. No, I want to talk. I said, I'll have to call police. Friends, the child has hardly any past, so hardly any memories, therefore hardly any ego, therefore hardly anything to talk to. This 78 not out has long past, long memories, many things to talk, and therefore young people do not like the old people. Because old people are constantly talking about their past. They don't understand. Youngsters are not interested in our past. They are concerned about their future. But oldies have nothing but past. Old people have no future. See, friends, When you understand this aspect of the mind, then we are tortured between two directions. Imagine you have got two wives. Imagine. And your two hands are held by the two wives. And they are pulling you in their own direction. What will be your condition? Not only pulling, but they are going round and round where you go round. Exactly the same thing happens in our life. One side, the past. Other side, the future. And as a result, we are not available in the present. See? And whenever we are not available in the present, we don't enjoy. And whenever we are happy, we are in the present. See, friends, you cannot be happy yesterday. You cannot be happy tomorrow. You can be happy now and here or nowhere. And what we are all seeking? Happiness. See, friends, therefore, the simplest way to live is live in the utter present. And for that, just observe your mind. You will come to know 2-3 things. Number one, when we talk to others, what is the theme? The theme is about our past. When I was there, when I have gone there, when I have done this thing. We talk about our past to others. Whenever we talk. Whenever we talk with ourselves, we all talk to ourselves, isn't it? Sitting like this. What is happening? We are talking to ourselves. When we talk to ourselves and others cannot hear, we label ourselves to be, I am little sentimental. And when we talk to ourselves and others also can hear, they are called as mental. So, like meter and centimeter. Similarly, mental and sentimental. Such people are never able to remain in the present. So if we want to learn and invoke all the hidden, dormant, possible potentiality of our mind, this is the technique. Try to remain in the utter present. How can we do that? Very easy. Take a firm resolution to yourself that I should not talk about my past to anybody. Like in every religion they chant the Lord's name. Like we Hindus we chant Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Take the rosary in the hand and chant the Lord's name. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. In the same manner, make a strong resolution to yourself. What is the date today? 9th of May 2014. Now put your right hand on your left heart and just repeat after me. Only 3 times I will say, you also say, and see the change that comes in you. 9th May 2014.
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 It's over. Now listen. Do not talk about anything that has happened in your life before 9th May 2014. Now try to talk. What is there to talk? See how simple it is. This is all. But whenever we go, the same thing. Like today we went to the Willows for tomorrow's conference. Oh, when we came last year, now you are today. Why you go in the last year? But this is how, be attentive, this is how the mind is. Mind dies when it comes in the utter present. Be very attentive. Waters and ice, both of them are waters, is it not? Now what is the difference between water and ice? When water becomes solidified, it has got a form and a name, it is called as ice. Now take a piece of ice and throw it in the sea. Do nothing, simply watch. After some time, slowly, the ice will dissolve and merge in the total waters. Is it not? Is it a loss or a gain? This is what we all do every day. When we go to sleep, what happens? You and me, like the ice cubes. If you take a glass and put water is comfortable in any shape. Let it be a petri dish, water is comfortable. Let there be a test tube, water is comfortable. Let there be a capillary tube, water is comfortable. But if there are a dozen of ice cubes, put them in any pot, everybody has their own individuality. See? And when the ice cubes melt, all differences disappear. Then I versus you doesn't exist. We are all ice cubes of God. When these ice cubes of God dissolve, we merge back in the divinity. And this is what happens in deep sleep. In deep sleep, I am neither man nor woman, neither rich nor poor, neither South African nor Indian, neither educated nor uneducated. All the names and forms, all the spatial status which has created differences among us, all the differences dissolve in the deep sleep. See? And therefore, we are all not only happy in deep sleep, but when we are out of the deep sleep, how fresh we are. See, friends, do any job for 8 hours. What is your experience? Oh man, I am damn tired, let's have tea. Why? 8 hours I have worked. Now, 8 hours you sleep and wake up. Will you say, come on here, I am damn tired, 8 hours I was sleeping? No. Why? Because there the ice of ego was dissolved in the divinity that we are. See, friends. And this is possible only when we start working on the mind. Mind cannot survive in the utter present. And who wants one's death? Nobody wants to die. So the mind doesn't want to die. Therefore, mind has its diet, food, either the past memories or the future worries. The mind will never allow us to stay in the present. The mind will never allow us to stay where we are. Suppose you are sitting comfortably, one thought comes, let me go for a walk. So you start walking. Then, I should do something. The mind is constantly talking and doing things to it. And we are like a, monkey dancing to the tune of the mind. See? Therefore, this one experiment, do not talk about your past. When you are interested in your past, then you will be interested in somebody else's past. When you are not interested in your own past, You don't care about anybody's past. See? And when you drop the past, ego disappears. Ego is nothing but a burden of past. In the deep sleep, there is no past. If there is no past, there is no future. When there is no past and future, there is only present. Present without past and the future is presence. That's what we are. Come to discover this. See, friends, and this can be achieved only by one technique. Remain aware of the tricks of the mind. The mind is making us dance. One technique is, it goes in the violence of the past memories. Give it a try. See? And when you come in the utter present, you have nothing to talk. One experience of mine, I'll tell you, very many years before, I learned from that experience. See, I was going by train in India from Bombay to Delhi. I was on my berth. The next berth was empty. So, before the train starts, one elderly man, huge structure, came and landed. And then he said, "Oh, I am very happy, Swamiji, you are here. Now next 18 hours we can have a nice chit-chat." I said, "My God, now this fellow is going to eat my head for 18 hours. I can't jump out of the running train." Then I have my own techniques. So I took the rosary from my pocket. I said, "Look here, in the journey I chant the Lord's name. Therefore I don't talk. Please don't misunderstand me. Please tell me something about you." And I was playing fool. He can't challenge what you are doing. And he started. My grandfather was in Afghanistan, Kabul. That means now I have to listen 3 generations of story. Grandfather. And it so happened that he came to Peshawar in the earlier undivided India. And then from there he came to Ranchi for his business. Then in 47 India was divided. So he migrated to India. And then he did his continue one after another, blah, 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 blah. And finally, you see, my children told me that, "Papa, your health is not good in Bombay because the climate is very humid. Go to Delhi, it is dry climate." Then, in between, when I used to see that his inspiration was going down, I used to say, So he gets again inspired, again starts. And then ultimately he said, then they told me, "You go to Delhi." I said, "Really? Then what happened?" Then I came and sat in this compartment. Then what happened? Then I started talking to you. Then what happened? See, the moment you come in the present, you have nothing to talk. When you have nothing to talk, the ice melts, goes back to the water. Mind is God if there is no time factor involved. God and mind are not two. God with a wristwatch is mind. When you drop the concept of time, you are divine. Think, friends. So when you thus stop the past. So today's mantra was 9th May 2014. Don't repeat the same mantra every day. Tomorrow's mantra will be 10th May 2014. Thereafter the mantra will be 11th May 2014. And just try. And to succeed in this, one more mantra I will give you. Before you talk to anybody, ask one single question to yourself. Is it necessary to talk? In 99% cases, you will come to know it is not necessary to talk. See, friends, I know I should not tell you, but then you talk. When you know, you should not then keep your mouth shut. But like the vomition when it comes, you can't control it. In the same manner, I have to talk, and I talk. And afterwards I regret, I don't know why did I say like this. Then you know you should not. See, friends, with this technique, you can arrest the burden of past on your mind. Now the second thing. The mind also survives on the food of the future worries. And what are the future worries? Future worries are an attempt to solve the non-existing problems. Problem we don't know, but we worry. I don't know what is going to happen. If you don't know, relax. How simple it is. If you know, prepare. There is nothing to worry about. Worries are sterile. They don't deliver babies. See, in this manner, arrest the mind from going in the violence of the past memories or going in the imagination of the future worries. The mind will remain in the present. And when the mind is in the present only, that experience is absolute pure happiness. It is something like the reflection of the sun in a bucket which is absolutely undisturbed and crystal clear waters. As the sun is, so is the reflection. As the divinity that we are, so is our expression. So when the divinity starts expressing through us, then everybody wants us. It is something like invocation of the magnetic component in our personality. If you take two pieces of iron, one piece is a magnet, other piece is ordinary iron. Same shape, same size, same color. Now if you put these two pieces of iron in two containers containing iron nails, small nails, and then take them out, what will be the difference? The magnet will carry with it so many nails, is it not? And the iron will be remaining alone. A person without the invocation of the magnetic divinity, he is alone in a crowd, like the iron piece among the iron nails. But the magnet is able to collect, attract everybody because of the magnetic charisma in him or her. So what could be done? Take the iron piece, rub it in one direction, slowly against the magnet. Then all the haphazardly placed atoms in the iron, they will get reorganized. North pole, south pole, they will get reorganized. And when they get reorganized, the dormant divinity, the dormant magnetism in that iron will become manifest. The change will not be seen from outside. The change is happening in that iron piece inside. In the same manner, the change outside will not be seen, but inside the change will be seen. That inside the change alone attracts the other pieces of iron. In the same manner, all the great masters, they have invoked this divine magnetism in their personality. And as a result, everybody loves them. Friends, this is all working on the mind. See? So no past, no future. There is not even present. But normally what happens? We live either in the past tense or we live in the future tense. And when we start living in tenses, life is full of tensions. We are not living in the present. When you start living in the present without reference to the past and the future, the present tense also disappears and the divine presence alone remains. Allow that divine presence to express through you. See, friends. Now, where is the place for depression, rejection, frustration? Where is the place? Can you imagine a small little child, 3, 4, 5 years, has gone in depression? No. Because no worries of the future, no burden of the past. Enjoy. In the same manner, let us revert back to the factory settings. In the factory settings, there is no burden of the past or the future. And this can be achieved when we stop downloading unwanted free downloads. See, our hard disk is full. Unless we empty ourselves, this divine knowledge will not manifest. See, friends, when a person thus consciously lives in this way his or her life, then out of an ordinary person, a great master is born. What was the difference between Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi and Mahatma Gandhi? They are the same. Earlier he was Mr. M.K. Gandhi. Then he became Mahatma Gandhi in this very South Africa. See, this degree was not given to him by any university. He broke away the shackles of individuality and merged in the totality and worked for the justice to everyone in this world. And he could do it because he is no more living as an individual, but he has gone beyond the limitations of time, space, object, individuality, and he merged with the totality. When he merged with the totality, the infinite potentiality in him was invoked, like the magnetism in an iron piece. And when he used to say one word, the whole India used to accept without argument. Today, how many people say how many things? Our own children don't listen to us. The reason is our words carry no meaning. It is only a noise. Therefore, friends, working on the mind is allowing the mind to dissolve in the divine. And thereafter, the divinity alone will start expressing through us. If we follow this path, then you will have no problem of going to a psychiatrist, going to depression, taking to drugs, taking to drinks. No need. We all suffer only because of excess of time. More the excess time at our disposal, more miserable we are. Therefore, go beyond the time and come to discover your own divine self. On this theme, Tomorrow we'll be having a retreat. The details Ashwin Bhai can give you, I don't know. Then we will work more deep on this theme. Also we'll have our morning meditation. Then there are 3 lectures. In those 3 lectures we'll go deeply, exhaustively, step by step. And how we can, how we should, why we must achieve this. It is not impossible. It is for everyone. It can be done. It should be done. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om